Lesson 7.1. We're going to do some review to start, and I'm going to go a little bit out of order, and hopefully you'll understand why when we get to the actual problems. And I'm going to break these up into small lessons as well. So, our first part is going to focus on simplifying radicals. And this is review, and you've learned to do it in a number of ways. The method I'm going to talk about first is simplifying by looking at the prime factors of a number. So I can break this down to 2 and 56. I can break 56 down to 7 and 8. I can break 8 down to 2 and 4. And I can break 4 down to 2 and 2. Now if you remember, for every pair of numbers inside a radical, you can pull those out. So we would have 2 times 2 on the outside. On the inside, we would still have a 7. So on the outside, we officially have a 4 and 7 on the inside. Our next one has a number already present on the outside. But we still can simplify the radical and then deal with that number second. But I'm going to simplify this one differently in another manner you've learned. I'm going to break 45 down to 2 factors where I know that 1 is rootable. And if you remember, if you have 2 numbers inside a root, you can write it as 2 separate roots. And we know that the root of 9 is 3. And 5 you can't take the root of. So 5 times 3 is 15 and root 5. So a different method of factoring or simplifying the radical, so you can use either method. Our second question, as I said, I'm going to jump around here a little bit, is with a variable. So we're going to jump to E. Now if you look at this the first way that I simplified this, by looking at the prime factors, we can write this as k times k times k. And if you remember when we said that we have a pair of 2, if we have 2 items, they can come out as 1 on the outside of a root, we're left with just the 1k. And this would be the simplified version. Another way to look at it would be to say that we would break it down into squares, and then we would write them as their separate roots, and the square root of k squared is k. So same answer, different method of doing it. And this ends the first video for 7.1 on simplifying radicals.